Hello, it's John Porco again, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to edit shapes, draw curves, and do some advanced manipulation using our shape tools. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to start this lesson by simply drawing a patio. So I'm going to click a point. Now if I want to lock that point in, I can use the snap to grid tool, which is currently turned off, or I can hold the space bar and it locks me into position and will only allow me to move in 90-degree increments. So here we have a patio. Now I can double click on this patio. Maybe I want to move this line in. I can do that by selecting the center of the line, and by doing so I'm essentially selecting the 2 points and turning them red. Again, if I hold the space bar, it'll lock them into position. Now what if I want to round out this section over here? I'm going to grab both points together by grabbing my Select Within Rectangle tool. Grabs both points, again, or I can just click on the line and it selects both points. And right now this is the point type is a corner, so I'm going to change it. And what this allows me to do, I'm going to select this point. I'm going to move this handle, and it allows me to create a curve. Now what if I wanted something a little bit more precise? Something that I might do is go into Plan, grab my Plan tools, and I'm going to draw a circle. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn my grid snap on, and by holding the control key, by holding the space bar, it allows me to create a perfect circle. Now I want to join these two together perhaps. So what I might do, scale them up as closely as I can, turn off my grid snap. So now I've got this circle. It's just a plan view shape. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, I'm just going to draw another patio, and I'm going to copy this circle, and then I'm going to paste the shape of this circle to this patio. So I'm actually going to go paste shape and move. I don't need this plan view shape. And now what I have here are two patios together. So let's go back into perspective. And there we have it. So they're both at the same size, same height. So now what I may want to do is make this one shape. So what I'm going to do is I have the circle selected. I'm going to hold my control key, grab the elongated shape, and then I'm going to go to my boolean tools. And I'm going to say join. In essence, weld them together. And now what you'll notice I have one of the shapes left over. And here I have this single shape. So we'll delete that one. Now, because I was a little sloppy, I may need to go in here and manipulate this, but that's something I can easily do. And probably just get rid of this one. We find that less points the better. And there we go. So now I have this, looks like a pill, but maybe I want to apply this shape to a deck. I can simply just draw a deck. I can copy this shape and again go paste shape. And now what you'll see is I have a deck based on this shape. So what you can do with these very simple tools between point editing, our boolean tools, and our copy and pasting of shapes, we can create some pretty neat stuff. Let's look at this wall tool for a second. Essentially, I've got this perfectly curved wall. And how did I do that? Let's go back to plan view. I essentially took my arc tool. Now I have an arc. I'm going to copy. And I can apply it to any wall. So let's go paste shape. Let's do this first. Paste shape and move. And now what I have is this wall with this arc that I've already preset with my line, with my arc tool. Now let's imagine I want to make this wall a closed shape, or a circle for that matter, or better yet, let's take our pill here. I'm going to copy, come up here and go paste shape. And I'm going to say close, tell the wall to be a closed wall. And there you have it. So let's take this other example. I've got a round wall here. Well, perhaps I want this to be a fire pit. So maybe I want to reduce the size a bit. But I want to fill it up here. So what I'll do is I'll copy this shape. I'll draw a patio over here. I'm going to say paste shape and move. Then I'm going to increase the height. And now this can be a raised plant bed. This could be a fire pit. We'll add some mulch to it, and now we have a raised plant bed. So it's very simple. You know, the effects that we can create here with these very simple point editing, boolean controls, and this copy and paste. I'm going to show you something I was working on earlier today. I was actually able to create the Visionscape logo using the very simple tools. I was creating shapes. I was pasting them to patios. So here I've got this VI, and just as evidence, it is a patio. And I could then copy this, and I could paste this to this other patio here. Paste shape, and there it is. So what you'll find is we can really create a lot of varying patterns, interesting shapes that we might find in the real world. Here's another example. Let's draw a house. I may want to copy, come up here, and say paste shape. And now I have a house with a footprint of exactly the same shape. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope this helps, and have a great day.